Okay, we've got a couple of people here. Stringer, uh, Stringer is here, and VW or VVV, whatever that means. Okay, so I'm not at the Colosseum in Rome, even though that does look rather good. I went there in 1992 on a tour of Italy, and Italy is a wonderful country, but they still had the Italian lira then. So it's apparently all these places have gone expensive. Well, where hasn't? So anyone else here? It's Wednesday morning. It's budget day in England. That's bound to affect someone somewhere. Well, they're putting the minimum wage up. To Jesus, I mean, it's been so long since I've been young. They're putting the minimum wage up until £12 something an hour. Now that's pretty good for a young person. But I'm kind of thinking, you have to be realistic. An employer's going to employ them with that rare. I hope they don't affect the pensions. I hope they don't affect the private pensions. Mark Sanderson, how's it going, pal? Michael Haig, how's it going, pal? You're looking well, pal. Keep up the great recovery. I've run out of razors, so maybe on my next stream or my next video, you might want to see all of this. Jamie Stewart is here. Austin is here. Roy Keenan, Archie Westmoreland. Good afternoon from Thailand, Eddie. Okay, we still haven't had that night out, Archie, which we kept running into each other, don't we? I hope you're doing okay there. Nigel, Terence Miles, who will win us presidency, Ed? Well, that's Americans. We've got enough going on in Britain for us to be concerned with here. David Henold, Dave and Pattaya, okay. Hello. Daniel Mills, Labour trash after your money. Peter James, I shouldn't say that because you can't get it. You can get demonetized. For getting into politics, especially on a day like this. Peter James, off to Warhen in December. Ed. Did you like it there? You wouldn't like it, Warhen. It's a lovely place, but it's more of a place to retire than go on holiday. What I thought. Andy Milner, hi Ed, I'm back in town until April. Hope you can get back here at some point. Well, I'm working on it, mate. Have fun. Keith G is here. It'll put pressure, Nigel. It'll put pressure on business owners. Minimum wage. I mean, I've seen a business owner, on TV and being interviewed, and the one phrase I thought, he was itching to use but didn't get around to using it was, one of my favorite phrases, you have to be realistic. It's okay being generous with the minimum wage, but if people you have to be realistic. There'll be a bit of unemployment around. Can't stay. I have to look at your Cambodia. It's out there somewhere. Ted from Taiwan. Edward Parton, Ted from Taiwan. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like Ted from Taiwan. I had an ill-fated journey to Taiwan, but I thought it was nice. It was worth going to. Labour kept it quiet about Southport. Betty's out. Hi, Eddie. Good morning. Beautiful day. I'll put Betty down on there. Are you a real woman? Are you a real woman? Hi, Eddie. Good morning. Beautiful day in Dublin, Ireland. Looking good. Okay, I'd like to think you're a real woman. Terence Miles, how long are you staying in Thailand for next term? Oh, I haven't even booked yet. I don't know. In my situation, I can't make plans. Malos, hey Eddie and everyone in the chat. Greetings from warm Sydney, Australia evening. Oh my God, that sounds wonderful. It's Frasco. Get yourself to Thailand for 2 months. Pay for the business class for the bed if need be. Get a mobility scooter. You have many friends willing to help you, Ed. Okay, fine. Okay. But the thing, what I'm looking at is that I might not be able to stay there 2 months because I've got a major appointment an MRI scan at the end of January, and that's going to knock things up. Minimum wage paid by small business compared to a FTSE 100 company is a different impact. Okay. But Sheen Round is here. Okay, so let's get straight into the big question. The big question. A lot of people have recommended a certain place for me to go. By the way, this is not a travel channel. This one. I've got another channel which has got 17 million views, which is called Steady Eddie's Travels. That's a travel channel. The clue is in the title. But this is a not necessarily. We talk about travel here, but not other things. Somebody posted yesterday, whatever happened to the travel talk? You're talking about space. We talk about anything on this channel. Yeah. Not just travel. So the big question of the day. For what reason would you not go to a particular country? People keep mentioning the Philippines to me to retire and all that kind of stuff. So the Philippines, I've been to the Philippines twice. The first time I went there was over 20 years ago, and it seemed to me to be unsafe then. I've been to lots of countries before that, but when I went to the Philippines, I heard stories from expats there. Be careful in shopping malls. These youngsters will crowd around you and put a knife in your side and cut the straps off your back. I had all kind. In terms, because I've been to Vietnam and Thailand, other places, and walked around there freely. But that was 20 years ago. Now, when I went there about 5 or 6 years ago, it was better. It cleaned up its act, and it was safe to walk around. But what I found about the Philippines is that there was one aspect that I didn't like about the Philippines. Even the last time I seen, and that was the street hustlers, the street sellers. They were aggressive. They pick an argument with you. I was walking around the center of a suburb of Manila, and it was okay. I was, and a street seller comes, and they can speak perfect English. These, and I had my camera in my hand, and I said, this guy started coming up to me, a street hawker. He had whatever in his to sell. And he said to me, he said, something like, well, where are you from, my friend? And I said, not interested. Don't buy anything. So words like that. And he picked an eye. He said, why are you so nasty? Why are you so nasty? Why are you so nasty? Nasty. Oh, geez, I can do without this. And I had a big guy, an aggressive pimp who came out of nowhere and, started swearing at me, because I didn't want to buy what he was offering. And and then there was others. And the thing is that these street sellers, they're well versed in English. They can deal with objections. They know exactly what they do. And that put me off going to the Philippines. If you get rid of those street sellers, those aggressive touts, street sellers, then it will be a much better place. So that's the. So that's the reason I wouldn't go to the Philippines again. Malos, you're looking like Alf Garnett these days. Silly old moo. Isn't that what he used to call his wife? Even that would be not allowed these days, to call your wife a silly old moo. Shinrada Diwali is massive in India. Okay, I don't actually know what Denali is. Looking good. Bobby Webber is looking good. Stay positive and keep walking. Okay, nice to hear from you. Nooney, safety would be the main reason I wouldn't go to Philippines. Oh yeah, of course. I was watching a video last night. There's a young small YouTuber who's been kidnapped out there, an American, because he posted a video of where he lives on one of his YouTube videos, and they put two and two together, and they think he's got money. And if they'll think that he's got money, and I don't know if he's been found yet, but I was watching, somebody made a video about it yesterday, and I do hope he's all right. But you know, on YouTube, especially in a dangerous area of the Philippines, you shouldn't be posting where your house, where you live online. You shouldn't do that. Rain and blood, 1, 2, 3. Absolutely right about Philippines. High crime and pickpockets. Better off in Thailand. Sean Griffiths. Eddie, when you go to Thailand to get a soapy massage? Well, I haven't booked anything yet. So, Sean Griffiths, how are you feeling today? And how's the legs? Okay, getting better. 7 smiles. Philippines is okay, but you have to be careful. Lots of poverty there. I mean, the Philippine people are friendly, and you know, they win you over. But it's the street sellers. I mean, in Thailand, somebody comes up to you. You get street sellers in Thailand. They come up to you in bars and on the street, and they offer to sell you things, and you just say no, it's okay, mate, and they go away. They're not going to waste time. In the Philippines, they will pick an eye. I can on my short time in the Philippines, I can pick some horrendous incidents with Philippines where I've felt it, you know, and especially in my situation now, I can't run away from an incident. Nigel, yeah, someone else, South America also, just too many bad things happening. Well, I traveled all over South America. I spent 6 months, 6 countries, and it's much safer than you think, you know, South America. I mean, the people in Brazil, in Argentina, which I felt Argentina was a bit overrated, really, but Brazil is a brilliant country. It's wonderful. I've spent a couple of about 2.5 months in Brazil. You know, so I've been all over Brazil. That's good, and the Brazilian people are you know, are friendly. They're wonderful. But then you've got to use your common sense wherever you go. Like I say, I don't walk around with fancy jewelry. In fact, I've never owned an item of jewelry in my life. So that helps, and I walk around in, you know, inexpensive shorts and t-shirt. And I don't have any valuables, you know, and I that helps keep me safe. South America is okay. There's one country in South America which I think is dodgier than any, and that's Ecuador. Someone tried that scammer with me where they splash something on your back, you know, in order to get at your backpack. Luke John, almost Halloween. Well, we'll decide today if the Chancellor is the Wicked Witch. Third world health, rain in blood, third world health service, no place for anyone with health issues. You thought about the Philippines again. Be on guard wherever you travel, even at home. Okay. Delayed Dave, aggressive street sellers in Bali put me off. Overrated island. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I'd agree with the overrated bit. Michael today is good morning, Eddie. Okay, good morning, Michael. How are you? Terence Miles, planning to retire in Philippines with my Philippines wife. Okay, so you actually you're used to the bit. You're obviously used to the people there. I'm not saying anything about the Philippines. I mean, you know, some people say that it's a great country, but I've visited there twice, and I didn't feel as safe there. And Palucci, watching Palucci. Bottle Baby, finish watching the video of airport security and check-in scams, which are increasing. Bottle Baby, finish watching the video of airport security and check-in scams, which are increasing daily. Oh, well. Check compass, and you shouldn't blame the... Watching from Baker's... Andrew Johnson, hello, Eddie from Bangkok. Okay, it's nice to hear from you, Andrew. I hope all's well. What time is it there now? It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon because you're 7 hours ahead of us. I hope to see you in January. Let's just put it that way. Okay. So So nice to hear from you, Andy. Michael, the obvious changes from Michael Janaeus, the obvious dangerous countries for me, Russia and Turkey are no go areas for political reasons. Well, I had a property in Turkey for 11 years and I didn't have a hassle there. It was in Fethi and it was in the south, and that's one of the most beautiful places. The Turkish landscape is one of the most underrated. But I felt that the Turks in Istanbul were very, very different. They would hassle you. They would hassle you. On a boat cruise tomorrow. And on a boat cruise tomorrow. Okay. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I kind of think whether I can ever go on a boat at all. I can't even get into a bath nowadays, let alone a boat. Balut John, they got some guy in jail for kidnapping that young foreigner in the Philippines. Have they really got the young foreigner back? Is he safe? Is he? He was foolish. He was foolish putting his house where he lived online on a video. You're asking for trouble then. I mean, I never give away my address. You've noticed, because you always going to get some nutter out there. I never tell anyone when I'm going abroad or anything. You know, my flight times or anything. You can't do that online. 99% of people are great, but you only get one idiot out there, and it causes problems. Bushwhacker, is it? All right, thank you. Good morning, Nettie. Have you thought about getting a treadmill that would help you walking? No. You know, I won't be doing stuff like that. Filipino women or Thai women, what's your opinion? Thai women, they dance naked in the go-go bars. You know, Philippine women don't dance naked. See my review on Angeli City go-go bars. It's awful. They're not all like that, but well, my God, not a polite review. Wayne Davidson, good morning, Wayne. He's off to Thailand. He's in presumably cold Scotland right now, but he's off to Thailand next week. Okay, nice to hear from you, mate. Have a good time. Malos, if pickpocketing was an Olympic sport, the Philippines would win gold, silver, and bronze. I never got pickpocketed in the Philippines, but I had to deal with the aggressive street sellers. That's the reason I wouldn't go to the Philippines. In Phil's from Davao, especially in Dumaguete, the police send them back if they cast their votes. So up to now, I've had one person answering the question. He said he wouldn't go to. I know I said I wouldn't go to the Philippines again because of the aggressive nature of the street sellers. One person said he wouldn't go to South America. So any other countries? Adam Humphries, would you consider returning to Romania then? Romania is a good place, but that's I'm thinking physical activity, walking around. It's a good place, but it's Transylvania. There's some absolutely gorgeous towns there, but it's safe now. I mean, all the dodgy Romanians are probably they're probably in London. The Romania is safe, but I've been there once and I had a good time. I'd advise anyone to go there. Balut John, that young guy found out the truth. He's now a victim. We are talking Thailand. I'm very fortunate that I live in Pattaya with my family. I have very similar mobility issue as yourself. It's very difficult moving around here also. Sorry to hear that. John, good morning, Eddie. Okay, good morning, John. Terence Miles, that young American was a bit naive. He was doing business called the 5 and 6. You lend someone 5,000 peso and they pay back 6,000 peso. Very dangerous business. Sounds like a scam to me. We're talking Thailand. Is any worse than your home country? Well, I think I made a video about that, didn't I? Thailand just it seems safer than my own country. In the town where I live, if I'm going towards the town on a bus or in a taxi, if I'm in on my mobile phone, I put the phone away before some smackhead has to borrow it to do a deal or something. And I've had people coming up. That's what they do here. They see that you've got a mobile phone in your hand, and they come out to you and they say things like, "Hey, mate, can you do us a favor?" Well, I don't know you. I don't owe you any favors. So, and they creep up to you when they see you at a cash point. And that's what they do. And Britain's towns are infested with scumbags, and they're mostly white English people. So I've never had that in Thailand. Michael Janae's, all good, thanks. Back in the UK. Good to be home, mate. Good to see you looking well. Going on a cruise. I think you'll enjoy the better and easier to move around. I think I've got to be honest, my last journey to Amsterdam was a bit of a test, and it was a bit of a negative test. So I'm not planning on, the next place I'm planning on going would be Pattaya. The cruise is out because I'm not so sure that I can deal with that now. Right now, because it's going to be cold soon, and I can't go to. I'm reluctant to fly anywhere. I'm just not in the mood for a cruise right now. I've gone off that idea. Maybe if I'm around in the summer, then I might consider it then. Rain and Blood. Don't want to talk about that. Baluchan, he was being a loan shark. The sharks got him. Okay. Most of that didn't meet the eye. Good morning. I'm watching from Japan. How are you? Have a great day. Well, Japan's a country that I've never been to. It probably is one of the. I heard that it's one of the safest places in the world, but I haven't been there. Maybe if I'm around next year, who knows? Mal Ross, I heard from Sabang, Porto Galera, Philippines. Okay, well, Philippines is a lot of people love the Philippines, but I had not good experiences there overall. Bottle Baby, well, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to North Korea. Englishman in Malta, hey Eddie, nice to see you in Rome. Well, I'm not in Rome. That's an old photo that I took. 1992 I took that. But it's amazing that building survived 2,000 years. Good to hear from you, Englishman in Malta. I hope it's okay there right now. Daniel Kelly, good morning, Eddie. Are you looking forward to Christmas in the good old UK? No, not particularly. But I like, I do like Christmas. I mean, but I don't celebrate it. Nick J, how's your health, mate? You're looking, you're looking like. What? Get that off the screen. Andy T, morning, Ed. How's my health? Well, so. Andy T, morning, Eddie. I hope you're feeling well, mate. Okay. So, okay, good morning. Super Stephen, hi, Eddie. You in Roma? No. Israel, Middle East. Egypt is so bad, and everyone will. Egypt is so bad, and everyone out to scam you. How's your books doing? Well, about Egypt, do you know what? That was one of the first countries. There were 3 countries when I was younger, seeing images of them that I had to visit. There was Italy, Brazil, and Egypt. And Egypt, because I looked at the pyramids, and the only one of those that I've never got around to visiting is Egypt. I planned Egypt in 1997, but they had that terrorist attack, and they cancelled all the flights there, didn't they? But I heard and I hear bad reports about Egypt. I don't like commenting on places where I've never been to, but I couldn't be dealing with it with any of that. The Crow. Rain in Blood. Okay. I'd never go to Pakistan or Bangladesh, probably not India either, all of Africa except Tunisia and Egypt. I went to India once for a month, and it was colourful. It was colourful. I travelled around. I went to Mumbai, Goa, Kerala, which was the best one. That was lovely down there. But I would consider going to India again. But I tell you what came true in the second half. I was okay with the food in the first half of that month, but in the second half, what came true was the old Delhi belly. Oh my God Almighty! Can't be dealing with that again. But it's colourful. India's okay, and it's kind of safe. Alan Hayes, not a country, but I wouldn't go to Chiang Mai again. I found it underwhelming. Yeah, me too. I've been to Chiang Mai 3 times. The first time I loved it, but that was my first visit to Thailand. Second time and third time, I found it to be a little bit, as you say, underwhelming. But some people love Chiang Mai. Some people love it. Dr. Ty, what's next then, Eddie? Tenerife cruise, caravan, many other travel options. Pattaya, that's what's next. Eddie, Daniel Kelly, Eddie, have you had your flu jab? Okay, no, I don't want any more jabs. Value John, the jabs are a scam. Okay. Keep it up, mate. We're walking. Good to see you, most. Who asked me? Someone asked me, "Am I writing a third book?" The first 2 have gone down well. 5 go to Pattaya, and Pattaya Psycho. They've got great reviews on Amazon. That's it. Them 2, okay. So, but my third book, you have to understand, I'm not of sound mind right now as I was when I'm not as diligent. I mean, I spend most of the time watching Amazon and Netflix, and I've even got a I'll keep you posted about this. I've got a new headset, a virtual reality, a Meta. I can't remember what it's called. A Meta 3 or whatever it is. Yeah, I've got one of them, and I'm learning how to use that. So I'll keep you posted about that. I've gone tech mad. I've recently bought a new mobile phone. I bought a Meta. I can't even think of what it's called now. I can't even. It's the latest. It cost me about 500 quid, and virtual reality headset. I watch it mainly for the big screen, Netflix and stuff like that. But it takes a bit of getting used to. But as for writing books, I mean, I've become a bit of a couch potato. I will not go to a country in rainy season. Well, yeah, that's a good enough reason, because I went to Thailand, a couple of times during the rainy season, and it was, and that's not good. Even though there's plenty of the other stuff there to be enthusiastic about, it's not good when it rains. Mark Saunders. Morning. So when you go to Pattaya, will you fly direct? So, or if so, maybe treat yourself to business class. I don't know yet. I haven't booked a flight. I've got that out. Dr. Ty can only travel in Europe if you're relying on the GHIC card for medical cover. Yeah, that's true. Bottle Baby, cruise ships and cruise in general is similar to an old movie about prisoners serving time on a converted altar. Well, I've never, I mean, I seen, and there's a video on this channel, a little video where you go back a few years during the pandemic, those beautiful big cruise liners. I thought, oh my God, they look lovely. I'd love to go on one of them. I mean, oh, they were massive. They were birthed out on the English Channel, and I seen them every day. I thought I've got to go on one of them. That's just my dream, but I don't know if it's realistic for me. I don't know if it's realistic for me right now in my condition. Stranger Eddie, what advice would you give with lifestyle changes? Know what you've been through. Who am I to give a lifestyle? I don't know. I honestly don't know the answer to that. But Luke John, I'd stay out of a country where the locals mean mug you. Okay. I can't really think of it in one country other than the Philippines where I felt unsafe walking around. I can't really think of it. Oh, I know. There was a little town in Belize where, there's some real ruffians knocking around, some real psychos harassing you. It was a breezy, I think it was called Orange Walk. And, Jesus, that was... I got a taxi from a restaurant to the hotel. It was. I'd normally walk that distance, but I made sure. And then I sat on the rooftop late at night with a beer in my hand, and this guy who I was trying to avoid, he was a big bastard. He was. I see. He was aggressive. And he was walking down the center of the road, and then he was drinking a beer bottle, and then he slung the bottle, and I thought, oh my God, I'm glad I didn't run into him on the way home. He's twice my size, and he's Jesus. That was Belize. Dr. Ty, Sharma again, a great with staying in a genuine 5-star hotel. Sham or hair garter. Oh, Sham will shake you talking about there. Okay, that's great. That's great. There, but I couldn't go in the water for a swim. I'm not in a physical position to do that right now. Kim Ferrer, good morning. Vietnam is catching up with Thailand. Many tourists are flocking to Vietnam now. Vietnam was tipped, years ago as the new Thailand, but Vietnam's a great country. I've been there many times. I've been lots of places in Vietnam, north and south and central of it. I know that country really well, but I don't think it's, in terms of tourism, I still think Thailand's got the edge on any of those countries. Thailand has simply got more to offer. It's got more islands, more beaches. Englishman in Malta. I noticed scam videos do so good. Just can't find anything bad in Malta. Okay, well, at least it's a good place to live. Mark Saunders. I went to Tenerife a few years ago. It seemed punch-ups every night and the crap beat, never again. Okay. I've never been to Tenerife. I've been to Gran Canaria, and that was really, really good. But Tenerife, I can't comment on that. Nick J, Sri Lanka is great. Decent food, beautiful beaches, and friendly locals. I've heard a good report about Sri Lanka. I have heard good reports about it. Some say that's for wildlife and everything, it's better than India. Betty's Eddie, why you asking, was I a real woman? I'm real, Eddie. Okay. Yeah, people come up with, with lots of fake stuff on this channel. So nice to hear from you, Betty. First name, second name. Tenerife has loads of nice places to go away from the strip. Okay. Oh, baby, virtual virtual reality goggles. Before I forget, it's called the Meta Quest 3. That's what I've got. I'm trying to get it going, but someone said that it's easier to set up than a smartphone. Well, I'm used to smartphones by now. It is not easier. That takes a bit of getting used to. But I'm using it now. I'm using it. Dr. Tai, will they allow you back into Thailand without medical cover? As you say, you can't afford medical treatment. Seems crazy. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Meta VR is it Qatari to watch blue films? Is that the color blue or something else? Baron Banter, get back to the side, Eddie. Okay. Michael Dennis, Pattaya was not very busy over the last 4 weeks. Not many customers in the go-go bars, and the gents club's empty. All the girls outside. Yeah, well, this is a quiet time of the year. This is probably, it'll be busy in December. I've seen video movies that only do videos on murders on cruise ships. That'll be interesting. I watched some of these. Walk with Me Tim, or he does hotels, and that other guy who does cruise ships, and they were kind of big channels. But you need to, there's only one way to do anything, and you need to do it properly. And those guys, they do it properly. Michael Janez, Kenya last year felt unsafe in Nairobi. Well, the only African country I've been to is Ethiopia. I was there for a month, and that was quite safe. The ones to look out for are the taxi drivers. They'll try and scam you. But even in Ethiopia, they'll say that Kenya is unsafe, and Kenya is one of the is a better known tourist destination than Ethiopia. But I've heard that. Bottle Baby, lots of short round-the-trip cruises from England around the Mediterranean for 4 nights. Well, I was thinking of that, but now that I'm settled there, I'm settled there until I'm not doing any traveling, for the rest of this year. It's Pattaya. That's where it's Thailand. That's where I want to go back to, but it's more complicated than it appears. Mark Saunders, did you feel safe when you was in South America in the evenings? Yes, I stayed in Rio. Where else? Lots and lots of places in Brazil. I went north, south, east, west. I stayed in the Amazon. Argentina. Which I found really, really dull. Bolivia, that was excellent. That's the most raw-edged and authentic South America. Peru was great. Ecuador, I felt was a little bit dodgy. Quito was a little bit dodgy, and some of these smaller towns around there. Colombia, I felt safe. I stayed in Cartagena, Medellin, or Cali, and other places there. So I felt safe in Colombia, and then back into Brazil. I was okay. I went out every night for the drink, every night. See, the South America's gone backwards now. I mean, Brazil, and because when I was there, they had the Olympics in the pipeline and the World Cup in the pipeline. They had the two of those within 2 years ago, and they were both up and coming. And the word was that Brazil, which has got rich, natural resources, Brazil is like it's a wonderful country, but they've been plagued by corrupt leaders. Each one is not better than the last. So that's Brazil. Should be going places, but sadly it isn't. I've been in the Philippines. Mal Ross, I've been in the Philippines 14 years. I feel safer in the UK. There are no vendors tolerated here. In course, I can walk home at 4 a.m. and feel safe. Okay, good for you, mate. Good for you. Englishman in Malta, Eddie, try to push yourself about book 3, the experience of falling ill, and all the experience while fresh in your head, at least record some notes of your feelings. Okay. My book 3, has got characters and there's some new characters in from the previous 2 books. But to actually write a book, you need to have to be mind focused. And right now, my brain isn't the same as it was when I wrote those first 2 books. Because I've had a couple of brain operations since then. So I've got notes written down for it, but I can't seem to get it out. On the White Orange Walk, look at McAfee documentary. Okay, well, I will do that. Nomia Inspector, Gilo, I studied sharing you from Italy. Brian Hudson, Liverpool. Liverpool has loads of nice places. Unfortunately, they're not the ones that I lived. I wrote a poem about where I lived in Liverpool. It's called Shit Street. Tenerife is great. Dr. Tsai, Tenerife is great. Just avoid the chaff areas. Food and drink is cheap. Rent a nice apartment for $800 a month. I've been to Gran Canaria. I've been to Gran Canaria and Tenerife. I preferred Gran Canaria, Playa del Ingles, Maspalomas. I stayed there. Someone said to get virtual reality, pay on the Meta Quest. Can you? Well, I haven't found that yet. Okay. Oh, no comments on that one. Francisco Marta, hello, Eddie. Greetings from Jumpsy Emperor. Always good to see you upbeat and full of energy. Okay. Oh, my God almighty. Lisa Dale is here. Hi, Eddie. Hope you're doing well. Forget about S tourism. Concentrate on your health. Well, who said I'm going there for S tourism? Nice to hear from you, Lisa. Travel food is life. South African is amazing this time of year. Great hospitality, food and wildlife. Well, I've never been there, so I can't comment on it. Gonga of Zulia. Recently, I was in Colombia and Venezuela and felt safer in those countries than in Britain. Okay. I've never been to Venezuela, but Colombia, I thought, Cartagena and some of the islands that are out that way. Some of the islands are, the water is like stepping into a hot bath, and oh my God, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Canola 97. Have you some videos on your trip to Ethiopia? No, but I've got plenty of photographs. I have got plenty of photographs. Because that was before I was on YouTube. So I think I took a video camera with me, an old clip, and it packed in the first day. That is one country, though. I mean, I've got an idea that it's like that in that region where they're onto you if you point a camera at them. They take offense if you film them without permission. I done limited camera work there, but it was a cultural, one of the most cultural things, and I never got photographs of it, was walking through an Ethiopian village. I mean, that was like a mind-blowing experience to see that, something like that still exists. Eddie, have you ever been to Canada? No. Eastern man, I thought South America was getting better and safer now. They ship their criminals and port to the USA. I know that an ex-president said that the other day, didn't he? Ben Leonard, what was your opinion of Nong Khai? I went there early this year, didn't I? On the way to Laos. I liked it. I think Was it the Danish bar there? And the seafront was all I like Nonkai. It's a place to pass through rather than to stay a long time. But I liked it. Mobility scooter, okay, thank you. Eastern man. In 1985, when they did Band-Aid Ethiopia, Ethiopia had a population. Eastern man, 1985, when they did Band-Aid, Ethiopia had a population of 39 million, 39 years on, and it's still an aid-dependent country, but the population is now 130, 32 million. Well, that's typical of those third world countries. They're just popping out families that they can't afford to feed. John, Eddie and Springfield, they're eating their dogs. Okay. A former American president said that as well, didn't he? I'm married to Pontiff. I'm married to Penny, and there's no divorce, so I don't want to go to Philippines because she already threatened to have me locked up for adultery. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish now anyway. The budget is coming on. The budget is coming on soon, so that'll be interesting. In England, with lots of politics coming on, the presidential election in America and the budget, the politics is very, very controversial right now, as it always is. So listen, I'll see you probably. I might see you tomorrow. Probably be back tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in anyway. I've got something there called. I pressed a wrong button there, so I'll press this one instead.